God says to you today, God will give you the desires of your heart when the time is right. God's promises are steadfast, His timing is perfect, and His love for you is unending. In life, there are moments when we long deeply for something, a breakthrough, a dream fulfilled, or an answered prayer. These desires are not random. They are often seeds God plants in our hearts. Psalm 37:4 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." But what we must remember is that God fulfills these desires according to God says to you today, His perfect timing, not ours. Trust that He hears your prayers and is working behind the scenes to bring everything to fruition at the right moment. Type Amen if you believe in God's perfect timing. Waiting on God can be one of the hardest things to do, especially when it feels like nothing is happening. But Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Waiting is not a punishment. It's a season of preparation. God is aligning everything according to His will, preparing your heart, and shaping your circumstances to bring about His best for you. Type 555 if you're ready to wait with faith and strength. God knows the desires of your heart because He placed them there. He is the one who created you, who understands your dreams, and who longs to see you flourish. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Trust that His plans are greater than anything you could imagine. Type 1111 if you trust God's plans for your life. Patience is a powerful expression of faith. It shows that you trust God's timing and believe that He knows what's best for you. James 5:7-8 says, "Be patient then, brothers and sisters, until the Lord's coming. See how the farmer waits for the land to yield its valuable crop, patiently waiting for the autumn and spring rains. You too be patient and stand firm, because the Lord's coming is near." God is not withholding blessings from you. He's preparing you to receive them in their fullness. Type 777 if you're ready to trust God with patience. When the time is right, God's blessings will come into your life in ways that exceed your expectations. Ephesians 3:20 declares, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." What you are waiting for is nothing compared to what God has prepared for you. His blessings will overflow and bring glory to His name. Type "Claim it" if you're ready for God to do more than you can imagine. Even when it feels like your prayers are unanswered, God is still at work. Sometimes He answers with a yes, sometimes with a not yet, and other times with something even better than what you asked for. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Trust that He is working all things together for your good, even when you can't see it. Type "Receive it" if you're ready to trust in God's unseen work. God's timing is perfect because He sees the whole picture. While we only see a small part of what's happening, God knows the beginning and the end. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." When the time is right, everything will come together, and you will look back and understand why you had to wait. Type "I love God" if you're ready to trust His perfect timing. As you wait for God's promises to come to pass, focus on building your relationship with Him. Delight in His Word, spend time in prayer, and seek His presence daily. Matthew 6:33 encourages us, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When you prioritize your relationship with God, He aligns your desires with His will and brings blessings into your life. Type 555 if you're ready to seek God first in all things. Faith is the foundation of waiting on God. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see." Even when the road ahead seems uncertain, have faith that God is leading you to something greater. Faith is not just about believing in the promise, but trusting the one who made the promise. Type 777. If you're ready to walk by faith, not by sight. God is never late. He is always on time. Habakkuk 2:3 reminds us, "For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." The blessings you're waiting for are already scheduled in God's divine calendar. Trust that His timing is perfect and His promises are true. Type "claim it" if you're ready to trust in God's appointed,